Have you ever wondered what would happen if all NFL legends came back? Today we're going to find that out, but we're adding in a twist. Imperialism is back. Who will reign supreme when legends face off? Joe Montana's precision, Jerry Rice's speed, or Lawrence Taylor's unstoppable force? Stick around because you're about to witness Madden like you've never seen before. I would also like to mention that this video was recorded a long time ago, not super long ago, but it was recorded a while ago, so it is in Madden 24, and also my background's way different. Just wanted to clarify that. Let's get right into it. Alright, so the very first thing I want to do is I want to show you guys the map. As you can see, every single NFL team is on here. If the team had multiple teams in the same state, I just split the states up, except for with Washington and Baltimore. They're both in Maryland, obviously, but I just put Baltimore and Delaware. Honestly, I didn't really care. I do care, but I didn't really know what else to do. New York is with the Giants, and then the Jets are kind of like middle New York, and then Buffalo's the top of New York. I don't really know. Honestly, I kind of just split them up the best I thought of it. I kind of rushed through this, honestly, and I made up this map on my own. So yeah, if you guys want a map, hold on, let me zoom out. Take a screenshot of that thing. You can use it for your own videos. I don't know, but what we're going to do here, obviously, I'm going to break down what an Imperialism video consists of. I've done these before on my channel, had a face cam or anything on it. But what we're going to do is not download that PDF. We're going to come over here. We're going to go to this wheel. It's got every single NFL team on it, and we're going to spin it like this. I'm just going to show you guys an example. We're going to spin the wheel here. Whatever team it lands on, it is going to land on the 49ers in this instance. So we would take the 49ers. We're going to head over to an arrow. Sorry, we're going to head over to this arrow, and it points down to south, a little to the east. So then after that, we're going to come over here to the map. Southeast, obviously, would be San Francisco, the Rams. They're both in Los Angeles, and Chargers. Anyways, we did that. So the 49ers would then play the Rams in Los Angeles. It would be in Los Angeles because the 49ers are attacking the Rams. So therefore, 49ers in Los Angeles. I would sim the game on Madden. I'd show you guys, obviously, the sim just because you guys, number one, you want to make sure I'm not lying, but also just because that's kind of the whole point in the Imperialism. And then basically after that, different things can happen. So if the 49ers, for this example, beat the Rams, they could take a player from their team. There's different things. They get a boost. There's different things that happen in these videos. Just in this one, I'm just going to make them the legends. So we're not going to steal any legends from any other team because teams, just so I can kind of keep the integrity of the challenge. And with that, I don't really know if I'm going to be adding any twists. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm kind of just going to keep it a basic Imperialism video without the part where you take players. I know that's kind of the whole point of it, take from them. But in this, I'm not going to be doing that just because it's going to be the legends and the Hall of Famers. And I want to keep the integrity of the team intact. I don't want to have a Rams legend on the 49ers. To me, that doesn't make any sense. But anyways, we're going to get into the very first one. Let's get right into this. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see the Seahawks. We're going to go ahead, start the wheel, spin the very first time. Let's see what we get here on the very first spin. We get the Buffalo Bills, it's looking like, or the Buccaneers. We end up landing on the Buccaneers. Okay, so the Buccaneers can either go north or south. If it lands on the ocean, they don't attack anybody. They're going to go north and a little to the east, which I think is just going to be the Jaguars. North and a little to the east, yep. So as we come down here, we're going to have the Buccaneers take on the Jacksonville. Let's get right into Madden and let's see what happens. Alright, here we go. 15 seconds left in this game, and the Jacksonville Jaguars are kneeling it out. They're going to take the first one, so the Tampa Bay Buccaneers go in and try to attack the Jacksonville Jaguars. It does not end up working well for them, as they are going to be the very first team eliminated from this Imperialism. Let's get right into the next one. Alright, here we go. We are going to be moving on to the next. Let's see it here. The very next wheel spin. What team is it going to land on? It is going to land on the New York Jets. So let's see what it's planned on doing here. Who are they going to go after? If anybody, they might honestly just go after a different land. But I don't think they really have that choice. They're going to go south and a little to the west, which is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. So the New York Jets are going into Philadelphia, taking on the Eagles. In real life, the Eagles actually beat the Eagles actually lost to the Jets. So hey, the Jets do have a chance here, I would say, but they're going to go south. Obviously, these are legends. The teams are completely different from real life, so let's see what happens. All right, guys, here we go. We have about a minute 42 left in the game. It is 3rd and 10. The Jets do have the ball. They are down by a touchdown. They need to score here on this drive. Let's see if they can do it. I don't know. They are in a tough situation here with 3rd and 10. They are very close to field goal range, but obviously field goal range isn't going to help them at this point. They need a touchdown. Let's see what they're going to do here. Uh-oh. that was just a throwaway. They're gonna use all 4 downs here. They didn't even try to pick up some extra yards there on that 3rd and 10. Who's their quarterback? I know it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I know it too. Anyways, here we go. 4th and 10. This is huge. This is for the game here. If they turn the ball over, the Eagles will just kneel it out. Going deep. Wow. Joe Namath went a little too deep there. Darius Slay is there to break it up. And back-to-back games, the away team is going to lose. Let's get right into the next game. All right, guys, here is the updated map. Of course, we are down 2 teams, so we got 30 teams left. Let's head to the wheel. I do have to remove these guys real quick. Honestly, guys, before I continue, I just want to take a moment. Like, this feels so surreal. Like, not just making this video. Obviously, like, you know, making this video isn't crazy hard to do. But, like, when I used to make these kind of videos, I don't know, almost a year ago, I didn't have my own camera. I didn't have such a good mic. I didn't have such a good computer. Like, I'm just so grateful for everything I've been. Let's see what team we're going to land on. Here we go. It is going to land on the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, so the Bengals, if we look at the map real quick, the Bengals here obviously can go right, northeast and go after the Browns, and go west and take on the Colts. They really have no way to go to Detroit, as the border is kind of blocking them from even trying to go after Detroit. I would say if it's like straight north, if it goes through the border there, I'm going to play Detroit. Anyways, let's go to the arrow. Let's see what, before we say anything, it is going to go south and a little to the west, which actually is going to be the state of Kentucky. So we get the very first that just goes after a state rather than attacking anybody. So, whoa, okay, that was weird. So there we go. I think I made a mistake in editing one of these. I'm not going to lie. I'll deal with that way. Anyways, going back to the spinning wheel, I accidentally started. It is going to land on the Minnesota Vikings. No, it's going to land on the Chicago Bears. I think the colors are really messed up because I removed teams. Like, the Bears are. Anyways, let's check the area. Let's see which area they're going to be going at. Here we go. They're going to the east, a little bit south. That is going to be the Indianapolis Colts. So the Chicago Bears and the Colts, the Super Bowl rematch. Chicago is going to be going into Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Let's see what happens here. This was, once again, the team that goes ahead and is the away team. The attacking team loses. So all of the attacking teams have lost here. So maybe teams should realize they shouldn't attack. All right, so here we go. The very next wheel spin. Let's see what happens here. It is going to be landing on the Las Vegas Raiders. Okay, so this one's actually pretty interesting. The Raiders have a ton of teams to the west of them. To the east of them, though, they have a whole bunch of open states. So honestly, it's a 50-50 really, in my opinion. But we're going to see here what happens. They are going to be going northeast. I don't think that's going to stay right here, which is Utah. The Raiders, the state of Utah. You guys let me know. If this was like an actual thing and you were to be the like general manager of a team that was competing in this imperialism, would you want to grab these open states? Like, in a situation like this, I don't think you do, honestly, because that gives you more people that can attack you. Like, the Cardinals could attack you before, but like now, like, that's more area for them to attack you. The Broncos can, like, I feel like it's not a good idea, honestly. I really don't think it is. I think that if I was a team that was running this, I would kind of just sit there, chill a little bit, and see what happens. Unless you're surrounded by a really bad team, then you just obviously go take their state. I mean, why not? But if there were power-ups, then that is when you try to grab states. But in this situation, there's no power-ups involved, so why would you want to go for it? Anyways, next wheel spin. Let's see what happens here. Let's get this I don't know. It lands on the Minnesota Vikings. So with the Vikings, they are actually in a pretty solid situation. I mean, really, where they're at, they can only go against the Packers. I mean, if they were to, there's no way they hit it. So let's go ahead, spin this arrow. It is going to be going straight north, which is nobody. That is Canada. So nothing happened. All right, spinning the wheel once again. What team is this going to land on? It would almost land on the Raiders again, but this time it is going to land on the Colts. So the Colts may be on the attack. Let's see which direction the Colts are going. The Colts are going to be going straight south. With going straight south, they're actually going to go ahead and hit the tip of Kentucky, which is going to be this. So we are going to get another matchup here as the Colts head into Cincinnati and take on the Bengals. All right, guys, this is going to be the end of this one. The Indianapolis Colts are grabbing more land. They're going to actually have a ton of land at this point. They're just going to kneel this one out. Obviously, the Bengals are going to use their last time out, and it's not going to be worth anything. They're losing by 2. This game is going to be over. So we are going to see the Indianapolis Colts continue their imperialism run through right now. All right, so if you guys want to look at the map real quick after just a few games, Look at what the Colts are doing. They are actually taking over the Midwest right now. Let's see if they can continue to. Honestly, let's get on to the next one. I do have to. All right, so here we go. Next wheel spin. Let's see what team it is going to land on. It looks like it's going to be landing on the Rams. Yes, it is. The Rams have a lot of different teams that they could attack. They could go north. They could go south. They could go really a lot of different areas. They're going to go north and a little to. That is going. Rams are going to be heading into California. They're already in. The Rams are going to be heading into San Francisco and taking on the 49ers. This should be a really good game, honestly. I don't know who's going to win. Let's check it out. All right, guys, here we are. We have about 65 seconds left in this game. The 49ers are down by 6 right now, and they do have the ball. So they can have a game-winning drive here. Let's see if they can do it. Honestly, I'm actually pretty surprised that the Rams are winning right now. I know that the Rams have a pretty good all-time team, but, like, the 49ers, I feel like, have the best. They have to be up there for the best. There they go. That is, of course, Jerry Rice. Joe Montana is having a bad game. He's really having a rough game. T.O. Oh my gosh, guys. I said Jerry Rice. Anyways, there's about 40 seconds left. They don't have timeouts. They have to hurry up. I don't know what they're doing. They're like taking their time right now. They go no huddle here, obviously. Why wouldn't they? Let's see what Joe Montana can do. Audibling Frank Gore, I'm assuming that is. I don't know. Here we go. Joe Montana is looking. What's he doing here? Throw the ball. He throws it away. Okay, they have 16 seconds. They just wasted so much. Why did they waste so much? All right, here we go. They're at the 42-yard line. They have 16 seconds to get into the end zone and make an extra point to win it. Can they do it? Joe Montana here looking back, dumps it off again, or actually, but was it towards his running back? 12 seconds to get in the. All right, here we go. We got Joe Montana here. What is he doing? He's looking back, throwing. He's got TO, but he's not going to get. He doesn't get out of bounds. That's going to be the end of the game. The Rams actually beat the 49ers. The 49ers lost their very first game. How does that happen? How? I feel like this 49ers team had the best all time. There's no way they didn't. All right, guys, here we are, the updated map. Obviously, those do have of California pretty much. The Chargers having some. Let's go ahead here, remove the 49ers from this as the 49ers are eliminated. Full screen this. Let's go. Who is going to land on this wheel this time? It is going to be the Tennessee Titans. So the Titans are kind of like in the center of everything. They can go ahead and try to attack the Colts. The Colts are kind of steamrolling everybody right now. They can go straight east and take on the Panthers and go really, I don't know how they're going to pull off going. I don't know. They could take on the Falcons. Anyways, here's the arrow. Which direction are the Titans going? They're going south, which actually I think that's about southeast enough to take on the Falcons. They had a really slim chance of going ahead and taking on the Falcons, and I think they are here. So the Titans are going to be heading into it on the Falcons. Let's see what happens. So the game honestly was pretty close throughout the majority of it, but it is the Tennessee Titans picking up the win. They won 31-21, I think it was. Yeah, here it is. They won 31-21. Warren Moon was at quarterback for the Titans. Matt Ryan was the quarterback for the Falcons. Maybe they should have started Vic. I don't know. Anyways, that is a win for the Tennessee Titans. They're going to take over the state of Atlanta. Back-to-back wins for the away team. It looks like tides are changing for the away teams. And, of course, let's get right into the next one. All right, here we are, the updated map. Obviously, the Titans, really weird. There was such a slim chance of them being, like, just east enough to take on the Falcons. And I don't know how that happened. Anyways, we are moving on to the next one. All right, here we go. Time to spin the wheel once again. Which team is it going to be landing on? It is going to be landing on the Dallas Cowboys. So we are finally going to see the Dallas Cowboys in this. Let's see what happens. Which direction are the Cowboys going to go? Let's check it out. Here we go. The Cowboys are going to go straight west. So with them going straight west, that's going to be Mexico. So they are actually not going to be picking up some land. That does bring up the possibility of them taking on the Cardinals and the Broncos. Really, it's impossible for the Raiders to take them on because there's no way I'm going to say that's probably impossible. But let's move on to the wheel again. Let's see. Let's spin the wheel here. See which team it lands on. It is going to land on the Arizona. No, it lands on the Cleveland Browns. Okay, so it was about to land on the Cardinals, but it's actually going to land on the Browns. Let's see which direction the Browns are going to be heading. They're going to be heading. This is going to be the state of West Virginia. No new land. Territory changes here as the Cleveland Browns pick up a different. Back to the spin. We go. Back to the wheel we go. Let's check out this spin here. It is going to be landing on the Cleveland Browns again. Okay, so where are the Browns wanting to go? Because they just got back-to-back selections. Let's see what they do here. The Browns are going to be going south and west. That is going to be the Colts. Browns are taking on the powerhouse Colts. Let's see if the Browns can pull off a huge upset. Honestly, if I had to say the worst team of all time would probably be the Browns. I would say the Lions. They're they're like equally as both the Browns lines are about equally as poverty, but the difference is the Lions have actually had like a ton of talent. Obviously the Browns have too. They've had guys like Jim Brown, but like I think overall the Lions have a little bit more talent overall. The difference is the Lions had such a horrible front office. The Browns kind of had both. Let's see what happens here. Is the Cleveland Browns are going to be taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Let's check it out. I need to apologize. I'm sorry for saying you guys had one of the worst all-time teams. What just happened? They actually just obliterated the Colts. They won 37-26. I'm telling you, I was watching it sim. The Colts scored like most of their points. Like they had like probably like in the teens, like 12 or something. It was like a really weird like teen number. They were winning by like probably 20 something in the last like 4 minutes of the game. The Colts got like about 2 touchdowns at the end there just because of garbage time. Wow. The Cleveland Browns actually just ran through the Indianapolis Colts, and the Browns just crazy amount of territory. I apologize to every Browns fan. Oh my goodness. I shouldn't have disrespected. Wow. Okay, so this is the updated map. The Cleveland Browns have a crazy amount of territory now after winning just 1 game. They're actually running the Midwest right now. A little bit of that like area too. But what we're going to do here, stop recording this. Guys, after the first half, the Bills are up 28-0. Wow. The Commanders are going to need something to change here. Wow. I shouldn't be surprised, though. That's the thing. The Buffalo Bills are a 90 overall team, and the Commanders are an 89. They actually did almost come back there at the end, but they weren't able to. The Buffalo Bills pull off the win. Sammy Bao just did not have as good of a game. I mean, I don't think he had a horrible game unless he had like a whole bunch of interceptions that I can't see here. But look at those stats by Josh Allen, bro. 331 yards and 5 touchdowns. Like, these quarterbacks are going crazy. The Bills are able to take out the Commanders. The Commanders' run is finally over. Let's go back to the wheel and see what else is going to happen, because this has been crazy so far. All right, here we go, guys. Once again, this is the next updated map. After every time, I'm probably going to show you guys just so you guys want to see progress throughout it. So let's go back to the wheel. Do have to remove the Commanders. Let's go. I'm pretty sure we're at 18 teams left. I'm pretty sure we're halfway. Let me count real quick. We're at 19 teams left, actually. I guess I just don't know how to count. I thought it was 18. Anyways, let's spin the wheel, see what team we are going to land on. We are actually going to land on the Cardinals. So that was actually really close. It was almost the Chiefs, but it is going to end up being the Cardinals. Let's see what they do here. I'm pretty sure we landed on the Cardinals once, and they went straight south, which is nobody. But this time they're going to go straight east, which I'm telling you now is the Cowboys. It is. So the Arizona Cardinals are going to be heading into Dallas to take on the Cowboys. The winner of this will probably have the most land out of any team, which is crazy because the Titans have as many teams as they needed to. I mean, the Commanders beat like 3 teams, and then the Buffalo Bills beat them, which is like 4 combined teams, and this is all they have. So at the end of the day, man, I don't know what else to say. Obviously, starting off in a huge state is going to help you, but here we go. Cardinals headed into Dallas. Let's see what happens with this one. All right, guys, so this game is going, honestly, how I expected it to. The Cowboys pretty much destroyed the Cardinals. I mean, this Cardinals team was like an 86 overall, which I'm pretty sure is the worst one I've seen so far. And then the Cowboys are the best one I've seen so far with a 94. So really, at the end of the day, this Cardinals team didn't really stand a chance unless they pulled off a huge upset, which they didn't. Of that for the Cardinals. Let's get right back to the wheel and see what happens next, as half of the teams are eliminated now. All right, guys, so right now I'm changing the color of because it was literally the same one as the Cowboys. Yeah, that's what that looks like now. Anyways, this is the updated map once again. Let's take a look at the wheel and see which team is going to be up. All right, here we go with half of the teams in the league out. One of these teams are going to win the Legends Imperialism on my channel. Let's see which team is going to be up next. It is the Seattle Seahawks. They really can't play anybody, so at the end of the day, they are just going to be taking land, or they might just, they're doing neither. They're actually, no, I'm going to say that's south enough to take the state below them just because they're absolutely isolated. It's kind of boring if they don't do anything. Let's just have that. Boom, there we go. The Seattle Seahawks now, honestly. But anyways, let's go back to the next wheel. Let's see which team is going to be picked next. Here we go with the wheel spin. Which team is it going to be? It is going to be the Patriots, it's looking like. So the Patriots are finally up. Of course, they have Tom Brady. They really, if they go west, they'll be taking on the Bills. Anything else, they'll probably just be grabbing a state. Let's see what they do here. They're going to go south and to the west, which is, I'm going to go ahead and actually just give them both of these states right here. All right, so the Patriots do grab some territory. Really, it's really none at all, but it's better than nothing. This is what the updated map. Head back over to the wheel. Let's see what with this one. It is going to land on the Rams, it's looking like. So the Rams really have a lot of options. Let's see what they do here. They're going to be going Straight east, a little south, but you know, even with it being a little south, it's still gonna end up being Las Vegas Raiders. So the Rams are headed to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders, which I honestly, we haven't seen the Raiders play, but I'm gonna say now I think the Raiders might have a good team just because they're such an historic team. They've had a lot of good players throughout the years, so I wouldn't be surprised if they have a good team. Anyways, let's get straight into this and let's see which team comes. All right, guys, so the Raiders are going to get a chance to pull off the win here, or not win, but at least tie the game and take it to overtime. They're going to need to go 80 yards in 34 seconds. Derek Carr is their quarterback. I guess Derek Carr is the greatest quarterback in Raiders franchise history. Probably not, but I mean, he might be. I really don't pay attention to them enough. Anyways, they have 30 seconds to get 80 yards. That was actually a pretty well-designed play. But it's probably better that they did drop it because they probably would have ran out of time with how time management has been with the AI in this so far. So let's see what they can do here. Derek Carr's looking, goes to the right side. That's a really good play. They just don't have timeout. That's the problem. They're going to have to go hurry up here, which looks like they're not doing. I don't know why they're showing all these people on the sidelines rather than actually calling a play. This is bad. So they have 8 seconds now. This is probably going to be the last play of the game unless they just like... No, this is the last play of the game. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, there's 1 second left. They're going to have to go Hail Mary here. I doubt they get it, but let's just see here just in case. That is a really goofy helmet back there, by the way. But, man, I'm not the one that designed the helmets back then. Let's check it out. Oh, man, that is going to be crazy. So, 62-yard touchdown here. Can Derek Carr do it? He's got a ton of time. He just heaves that thing down there. Is it going to get there? It's going to get in the end zone. They caught the ball. The Raiders, the ball at the 1 yard. The Raiders just caught the ball at the 1 yard line. Please tell me there's actually no way that this just happened. Jacoby Myers caught the ball at the 1 yard line. That's not even the 1 yard line. Guys, did the Raiders get robbed? Did the Raiders get robbed of the greatest Imperialism football history? That looks like it could be a touch. That seriously looks like it could be a touchdown. There's actually no way this just happened. What do you guys think? Do you think that's in the end zone? I mean... They actually caught... I can't even believe he caught the ball. The Rams won. I'm actually so dumbfounded right now. The Rams knock off the Raiders. It might be because the fact that he was at the... Not even a half of an... He was literally like a centimeter away. Wow. There's really nothing else. The Raiders get knocked. We're back here on the... I don't know if I'm going to be able to get over that. I'm not a Raiders fan. I don't think I am. But like, I think... Anybody that's just watching for the enjoyment wanted them to... I mean, it's fun to watch, like, things like that happen. Of course, you'd root for it, but, like, the fact that they actually caught it, but they're at the 1... Raiders fans that are out there watching it, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for this. Next wheel spin here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get over that. That was insane. It is going to land on the Miami Dolphins. Really, the only thing the Dolphins can do here is go straight north to the Buccaneers, which they probably aren't going to be doing. They're going to be going north and to the east, which I don't think it's northeast enough. I'm going to say that probably hits the ocean. So let's go back here to the wheel. That is the craziest ending I've ever had. It's going to land back on the Dolphins again. Okay, so the Dolphins really are wanting to play, I guess. But they go straight south here. You literally, unless you want to go play the Wong Dong Kong Tigers from Puerto Rico, and you're not going to be able to play there. So, anyways, we're up with the Cowboys now. Lands on the Cowboys. The Cowboys can go a lot of different places. Let's see where they go. They're going to be going straight west, a little north. But I'm going to say that's the Chargers. It looks like it's probably the Chargers. So I'm going to go ahead and say the Chargers. The Cowboys are headed to Dallas to take on the Chargers. Let's check this. Let's see who wins. Let's see if there's a last-second Hail Mary at the 1 yard line again. That was insane. All right, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and sim the rest of the game here. The score is 31-7 here in the fourth quarter. The Cowboys are going to continue reign of terror pretty much. They've actually been destroying so many teams, and they're going to continue to do that. Alright guys, this is the updated map now as we are losing a ton of teams. The Seahawks, I'm not going to go 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 teams left. We do have to remove... Okay, we got all 15 teams here. Let's spin the wheel, see what happens next. Once we get to the final four, I'm probably going to do it more of like a tournament and just like spin the wheel with 2 teams and have them go at it. But here we go, we got the Seattle Seahawks. Really, they can only go south unless they want to just take more land, which is definitely a possibility, but they go north west, which is the exact opposite of what they can do. So we got to respin the wheel. We're going to get the Ravens this time. Okay, so the Baltimore Ravens finally get picked here. Let's see which direction they're going to be going towards. They are going to be going southeast, which I think is nothing. It isn't anything. Let me move their logo there just because they're in Delaware. I mean, they're actually in Baltimore, Maryland, obviously, but they're just in Delaware for this just because there's literally no room on that map. But here we go. We got the Miami Dolphins. They can only go north. Let's see what they do here. Unless they want to go after the ocean yet, but they actually go north and a little to the west, which is perfect for them to go up against the Buccaneers. So we're going to be getting the Miami Dolphins and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's go ahead and see who wins this one. This one should actually be exciting. The winner takes home the state of Florida. All right, guys, we are down to the final 2 minutes. This game is still tied 14-14, so I'm actually going to jump in here after the Dolphins were able to score a field goal. We're going to see if the Buccaneers can go ahead and take the lead back, possibly kick a field goal here to tie the game. Let's see what they can do here. They got 1 minute left. They got Baker Mayfield at quarterback. I don't know why Tom Brady's not their quarterback. Don't ask me. I did not make these rosters. So here's Baker Mayfield. He's going to the left side there. That is Rachaad White, I think it was, which there's no way Rachaad White is their best running back of all time. I know their defense is low. They got they have a lot of good players on defense. I'm just going to say I forgot their names right now. They have a ton of good players on defense. So don't let that trick you. They have a very solid offensive line. They got Wirfs and Jensen over there. We've got Mayfield going to the right side. That was actually a pretty solid throw besides the fact that, there's no way his tight end was going to hold on to that. So here we go. We got Tua. Tua's on the bench, by the way. I know they just showed Tua, but I promise you he's on the bench. Dan Marino is their quarterback before you guys freak out on it. I didn't make sure, but I saw that. Obviously, I looked through all the rosters and made sure that they were all good. But that is a crazy play. The Buccaneers are going to lose. Baker Mayfield turns the ball over, and the Buccaneers are going to lose. The same way the Buccaneers were bounced in real life. Baker Mayfield turning the ball over. He actually might have been down. Hold on. We have to look at this. No, show the play again. Show the play again. Come on now. What are they doing? They're not even going to show the play. All right, they don't show the play. The Dolphins are going to kneel this one out. The Dolphins are going to kneel this one out. They do not show the play. So let's get into the next game here. Wow. All right, guys, so the Miami Dolphins do now own the state of Florida. The Buccaneers are out of it. Really, once again, the Dolphins can't do anything unless they go. Actually, they could go west or the Cowboys. Let's go back to the wheel and see what happens next. All right, here we go. The next wheel spin. What is going to happen here? It is going to land on the New England Patriots. Okay, so what are the Patriots possibly going to do here? I mean, they can actually go a lot of different places, but let's check it out. Let's see what team they're going to be going up against. They're going to go south and a little to the east, which is going to be nobody. Yeah, that's going to be nobody. We're going to have to respin. Here's the wheel spin. Let's see what happens. We are actually going to land Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys have been a favorite for this running the whole entire southwestern right side, obviously. The Cowboys have ran, so let's check the arrow. They're going to go after. It looks like they're going to be going after. They're going to be going after more land for the Cowboys, conquering everything. All right, so as you can see, the Cowboys by far have the most land. Will they be able to hold it? Will they be able to later on? For now, we're back to what team? Denver Broncos. They're going to do something else. Their search for open. Back to spinning the wheel. What is going to happen? Cowboys or the Giants? It's going to land on the Cowboys. I'm going to go to the center here. I'm going to go ahead. Causes issues. Lowered the tolerance. So, they really look similar, but you can kind of see. You can tell the difference. Like, you can see a better difference. Let's get back to the wheel. Let's see what happens. It is actually going to Saints this time, it looks like. They go west. So this is what the updated map looks like. We haven't had a game in a lot of teams have just been taking this wheel absolutely loves it. What are the Cowboys going to do here now? This wheel is actually the Cowboys. They're going to be going. That looks like it's the Rams. I'm going to have them go up against. That looks like it's going to be the Rams. So the Cowboys are going to be headed to Los Angeles to take on the Rams. Let's check this game out. What ends up looking like. Guys, it is a 6-point game right now with like 20 seconds left. The Cowboys they have the ball and they're not snapping it. I actually think this is going to be another mistake by Madden. I think the Cowboys are about to lose because of Madden, because of another Madden glitch. They've got 4 seconds here. They have to snap the ball. They don't get the snap off. And we just missed out on a possibly amazing ending because so dumb. And the Dallas Cowboys, actually just, guys, Madden just, if you're a Cowboys fan, I'm sorry, but that's like the 4th team that's been screwed by Madden. I think the biggest thing we're learning from this video is the fact that the game is pretty bad. If we didn't already know that. Alright guys, so here we are. The Rams have a ton of territory now just because they beat one team. I mean, actually they beat a good amount of teams, but they beat one team that had a ton of territory. So now they have a crazy amount of, and Now it's time to see what the wheel. All right, guys, we are getting down to the final teams. 13 final teams to be exact. Let's see what we're looking at here. What team is it going to land on? It is going to land on the Seattle Seahawks. So the Seahawks on play here. Which direction are the Seahawks going? That is the huge question that needs to be answered. They're going north, and you know what? It might not be northeast enough, but we haven't seen the Broncos or Seahawks play. I'm going to go ahead and say that's, it might not be. And whichever team loses, if you're a fan of that team, please don't be mad at me. At this point, you guys probably just want to watch your team play. Let's go ahead. The Seahawks are headed to Denver to take on the Broncos. This should be a good one because you guys have some history, so let's check it out. All right, guys, I had to stop my recording because I have to do it in 45-minute intervals, and I actually never pressed start recording before simming this one. So the game did end up ending, obviously. The Denver Broncos did pick up the win. They were able to knock out the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks were and they were able to come back towards the end, but it wasn't enough, and John Elway did pick up the Denver Broncos. Let's get straight to the next wheel spin, and let's see. All right, guys, this is the updated map after that game. We're down to our final 12 teams. Let's check out the wheel and see what happened. All right, guys, the next wheel spin, we are down to the final 12 teams. Which team is it going to land on? It is going to land on the Kansas City Chiefs, as the Chiefs are finally going to be called upon. What are they going to do here with their first time landing on the wheel? They're going to actually be going northeast, which is going to be loss. This is going to be a huge game here. I know the Chiefs have a pretty solid all-time team. They got guys like Tony Gonzalez and, of course, the alien, Superman. All right, let me calm down. I sound like Joe Buck right now. I'm not Joe Buck, I promise. They got Patrick Mahomes as well. So they're going to be taking on the Rams here. Let's see what happens in this one. Guys, I don't know what's going on. The Los Angeles Rams are running through teams right now. They just destroyed the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 3 overalls better. They won by over double the points. What is Matthew Stafford on right now? Matthew Stafford has been a superhuman. He knocks off Patrick Mahomes. Wow. Let's just get into the next. This Rams team might actually... All right, guys, this is the updated map here. As you can see, the Rams have by far the most area. The Titans actually have probably the second most, maybe around the second most. The Broncos probably are up there too, I would assume. So let's get straight to the next wheel spin and see what happens. All right, guys, so with Taylor Swift gone, who do you guys think is going to win this one? It's going to land on the Broncos. So let's see what happens here with the Denver Broncos. Check the arrow. Where is it pointing? The arrow is going to be going north. Nobody. Spin here. Here it is. This one is going to land on the Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens do finally get landed on here. Let's check it out. The Ravens are going to be going south and west, which actually might be a team. It is. I'm going to go ahead and say that's the Bills. It looks like it is from the eye test. So Baltimore is going to be headed to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Let's see who wins this one. All right, guys, this game was really, really close, but the Bills were able to score towards the end and put it away. The Ravens do lose this one. They're finally eliminated. They finally played a game. They really were doing nothing this whole time, honestly. To be fair with them, though, they were in like a really bad position. They were like in literally the state of Delaware, which isn't even their normal place. That's the end for the Baltimore Ravens. The Bills are able to another team out, and we are down to our final. All right, guys, this is the updated map for the final 10 teams. We got the Broncos, the Rams, Vikings, Titans, Dolphins, Panthers, Bills, Giants, and the Patriots. So let's see. One of these teams are going to come out victorious. If I had to make a bet right now, I would say it's the Rams. They have been dominating every team pretty much, and no one can stop them. All right, here we go. Next wheel spin. Which team is it going to be landing on? It is going to be landing on the New York Giants. Okay, so we finally get to see the Giants. This is the first time we've seen them. Which direction are they going to be going? This is very huge. They're going to be going a little bit north, but mainly just west. And that is actually going to be perfect for them to go up against the Buffalo Bills. So the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants. This should be a good one. Whoever wins this finally claims the state of New York. So let's check it out. Let's see who it comes out on. All right, guys. So the Giants were able to keep it close, but they were not able to get the victory. The Buffalo Bills do. That was a very good game, though. Honestly, it came down to the wire. At the end there, the Buffalo Bills were able to score, so that's why it was a 10-point game. But it was mostly a 3-point game throughout the entirety of the fourth quarter. But the Buffalo Bills were just able to edge them out. But, yeah, there it is. That's the end for the Giants, the Buffalo Bills. All right, guys, this is the updated map. Really nothing has changed besides the fact that the Giants are gone. Let's go back to the wheel, see what. All right, here we go. We are back on the wheel. Let's see what happens here. We are going to be landing on the Miami Dolphins. So with the Dolphins, they can really only go north. They can actually go west, I think, and take on the Rams. And that might be what they're doing. They're going southwest. Man, this is close. Honestly, I think it's touching the bottom of. Honestly, I think it's. So I'm going to go ahead and have them play. Honestly, at this point, this takes forever to record. So I kind of just want to get these teams playing each other because when nothing happens. So I'm going to have the Dolphins go ahead and take on the Rams here. Let's check it out. Guys, we are seeing the Miami Dolphins pull off a huge upset here. Wow. I don't know why my screen is glitched. The Miami Dolphins just pulled off a huge upset. They won 27-17. Wow. The Los Angeles Rams had a huge run, but the Dolphins put an end to it. Dan Marino stops Matthew Stafford in his tracks. Can Dan Marino win his first champion? He might be able to have. If they're able to beat that Rams team that was doing really good, honestly, I think the Rams just started slow. I really think that was their problem there. They really started slow, not able to close the game out. And the Dolphins also ended a lot faster than they did. I would say that the Rams more had that slow gap towards the middle. Obviously, you can look at the scores by quarter, but I was just going based off what I saw. But there we go. Back to the wheel. Let's check and see what happens. All right, guys, here is the updated map now. I don't know why there's so much yellow there by the Saints. I guess the fill tool isn't the best. The Dolphins are able to take out the Rams, and this is what the map looks like. A lot. There really hasn't been anything that's happened like throughout the mid-east. What even is the Midwest? Really nothing has happened up here. Let's see if that changes here as we are down to our final 8. This is the Elite 8 Patriots. See what direction the Patriots are going to be going. There's no denying that is going to be the Buffalo Bills. So there it is, the Buffalo Bills. All right, guys, this is a huge game. We are down to the Elite. I always have to go in and pick a team, by the way. It doesn't affect anything, I don't think. Just change it. All right, guys, we are down to the Elite 8. So every single game at this point is extremely important. So we're going to sim by quarter. Games are at 6:30 now. So they're not the night games yet because the night games are going to be for the final. But they are 6:30, so it gets pretty dark at that time. But the Patriots are starting to take a lead here. They're up 10-3 right now. This is going to be a huge game. The Buffalo Bills would need to pull off a huge upset. This Patriots team is like a 93 overall. Honestly, the Patriots have already won once. They might do it again. Let's just go ahead play by play here. It looks like the Patriots are going to win this one, and they are. They're up by 24 now. So I'm just going to sim to the end of the game. The New England Patriots have just taken out the Whoa. Oh my gosh. That actually almost came back. They didn't. So the Patriots are able to take out the Buffalo Bills, and the New England Patriots might be starting a run here. Honestly, it won't surprise me. They did this last time. Last Imperialism video, they sat out until the end, and they started playing their games, and they just beat everybody. Actually, I think last time they didn't even. So the New England Patriots pull off this to at least they might have to play again back to back. All right, guys, here we are. This is the final 7 teams. Let's head to the wheel. Let's see what team it lands on, and let's see if we have to play another game here. I went ahead and actually gave all this area to the Patriots because at this point, no one else is going to claim it. Like these areas could be claimed by the Titans or the Patriots or the Panthers. Like there's a lot of different teams that could claim these areas. These areas, there's no one else going to claim it, so I just gave it all to the Patriots. And I'm not going to give the Broncos this state yet. I'm dumb. It's Wyoming, I think, isn't it? I cannot. I'm telling you, I cannot tell the difference between Wyoming and Montana. But anyways, yeah, I'm not going to give this to the Broncos yet because theoretically the Vikings could go Dakota and then take it. So for now, I'm just going to avoid that. See what happens. All right, guys, the final 7 teams. It is going to land on the New England Patriots. Which direction are the Patriots going? They are going to be going north. All right, here we go. On the respin, which team is it going to land on? It lands on the Minnesota Vikings. See, this is why I didn't give that state to the Broncos, because the Vikings could still grab it. Here we go. Which direction is the Vikings? Which direction are the Vikings going to? They're going north. Is the Patriots. Actually, I was about to say it's nothing. I thought it was Canada, but it's actually the Patriots because that is the... I guess I don't know the difference between the city of Detroit and the whole entire state of Michigan. That is the top of Michigan. The Patriots currently own Michigan. This is actually going to be a pretty solid matchup here, I would assume. I'm going to go ahead and say the Patriots are probably going to win it, though, because that Patriots are really good. Guys, it is the start of the second half, and the Minnesota Vikings are winning by 10. They're winning by 14 right now. What kind of math was that? They were winning by 17, but now they're winning by 10. We're in the final quarter here. The Vikings scored again. This is getting crazy. Okay, I have to go play by play here. That's it. The Vikings just won, guys. The Patriots are not going to repeat as champions on my Imperialism videos as the New England Patriots get knocked off by the Minnesota Vikings. Wow. Adrian Peterson just... Hey, man, Adrian Peterson's too good, I guess. That is going to be it for the New England Patriots. Fran Tarkenton was the quarterback for the Vikings, and he had 293 passing yards and 2 touchdowns. I said Adrian Peterson was too good, but he only had 59 rushing yards, so I guess he'd go crazy. But it was enough for the win against the Patriots, which is pretty impressive. Wow. All right, guys, this is the updated map as we are now down to the final 6 teams. One of these teams is going to win. None of these teams have won before on my Imperialism video. I know I've had the Chiefs win one. I think the Chiefs have won, maybe. Chiefs have won one and the Patriots have won twice. The Patriots have won twice and the Chiefs have. So we're going to get a new champion here on the Imperialism video. So let's check it out here. All right, guys, final 6. Which team is it going to be landing on? It is going to be landing on the New Orleans Saints, which the Saints are pretty well surrounded. So they're more than likely going to be playing a team here. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't. They're going straight south. South a little. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to move that. South a little to the west, which actually means they are playing the Dolphins, believe it or not, because you start in the middle, move a little left. I'm going to say that hits the Dolphins. The New Orleans Saints are going to be taking on the Miami Dolphins here. This should be a good game. Winner of this moves to the final 5 teams. All right, guys, we are tied with 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins do score. The Saints actually are not going to score here, but they do have the ball. This is getting close. They're at the 11-yard line. I'm actually going to go ahead, jump in, and watch this. Just because we're in the final 5 teams, man. Winner of this goes, I said winner of this goes to the final 5. I can't remember. Either way, we are getting down to the wire here. Let's see who wins this one. It always shows you this long huddle up. Okay, here we go. We're at the 11-yard line. The Saints, 1st and 10 here. They need to score. What can Drew Brees do here? He's about to get sacked. He doesn't. He almost gets sacked. That was crazy. That was so close. That's Jalen Phillips there getting to the quarterback. He does get the hit. I mean, he's applying pressure at least. It's not enough. That sack would have been huge because they would have been running out of time. And with the way Madden is, time management's horrible. So they probably would have just let the clock run out. Here's Drew Brees. He's looking, throws it away. Okay, the Dolphins are getting to him right now. That defense is doing good. It's Jalen Ramsey there on defense. That had to have been Jalen Ramsey. There's no Drew Brees here. What can Drew Brees do against this defense? This Dolphins team is actually pretty solid. I can't believe they beat the Rams. The Saints are putting up a fight here against this team. Drew Brees is probably carrying. That would be my guess. Here he goes. Drew Brees once again dumps it off to Kamara, but he just throws it away. So it is now a 4th and 10. He doesn't even pick up any yards. He just throws it away. I mean, I don't understand Madden's logic. I feel like you have to, but he doesn't. So here we go. 4th and 10. There's about 20 seconds left in this game. Drew Brees in the backfield. Can he get the Saints into the end zone? He's looking. He's tough. Wow. He just threw it to nobody. I mean, he didn't even give his team a shot. That is going to run this out. I don't know why they're running. That'd be crazy if he fumbled it. Miami University type thing. But that's just going to end the game. The Miami Dolphins get the win. Let's go ahead. All right, guys. I went ahead and moved the Dolphins logo to the bigger area because this will give them more of a chance to play teams. The quality is horrible for them. I don't know why. Actually, I think I know why. Let me just fix it. All right, there we go. Miami Dolphins logo looks a lot cleaner. I'm actually gonna go through all of the teams and fix their logos. Like the Titans is bad. The Broncos looks pretty rough. All right, so that's really all I can do with the logos right now. I can only really fix those 3 just because the Vikings don't own a lot of land and Carolina hasn't been touched. Carolina is literally getting a free pass to the final 5 without doing it. All right, guys, here we go. Final 5. Which team is it going to land on? It is going to be landing on the Tennessee Titans. The Titans are finally back in the ball game. They haven't done anything in a while. Took a lot of time to rest after playing that many games. Like, you cannot blame them. They were running through teams. But they're going to go north and west, which is going to be the Minnesota Vikings. So the Titans will be taking on the Vikings here. Let's see who wins this one. This should be a very, very good game. All right, guys. It is getting very close at this point. The Titans did kick a field goal. It is a 10-point game. The Vikings can definitely still pull this one off. They do need a defensive stop here, though. They don't get it. The Titans kneel it out. The Tennessee Titans, an 87 overall team, is in the Final 4. This is crazy. How did the Titans make it? They have got to be the big Cinderella team. I mean, they just beat the 93 overall Vikings. I think they beat a 93 overall team earlier, too, if I remember. Honestly, it has been so long. But for you guys probably Saw it not too long ago. Crazy. So the Tennessee Titans pull off the up. Alright guys, this is the map for the final 4 teams. With it being the final 4 teams, like I said earlier, the final 4 teams, I'm just going to spin a wheel twice, and whichever 2 teams lands on, they play each other, and then the other 2 play each other, kind of like a bracket, just because that makes things a little bit more exciting, and we don't have to go through all of these teams. So I'm going to go ahead, actually go through here and make the fill out the map pretty much, just so then it's all connected well and it's like a completed map. Alright guys, here we are, the final 4 teams. I completed the map just so it looks completed while we do this. Now it would make most sense for the Titans to play the Panthers and the Broncos to play the Dolphins. Like I said, I want to make this random and do the spinning. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel to figure out which 2 teams are playing first. Alright guys, the very first team that will be competing in this final playoffs is going to be the Tennessee Titans. Now, which team are they going to be playing? Let's go ahead, spin this wheel one more time, and it is going to be, okay, it lands on the Titans again. Please don't land on the Titans. It is not going to. So the Titans are playing the Broncos, and the Dolphins are playing the Panthers. Of those two games are going to be heading championship part 4, or my 4th Imperialism championship, this time with NFL Legends. So here we go. Broncos, Titans, Dolphins. Let's check it out. Alright, so because the Broncos were the second team picked, they're obviously, I'm going to have them be the away team. And then I'm also going to go ahead and the Titans be the home team. The Titans be the away team, the Broncos be the home team, because the Titans were first. So it'll be Titans at Broncos, if that makes any sense to you guys. Let's jump right into this. Let's see. Alright guys, we are about to enter the second half here. The game is tied 10-10. This looks like it's going to be a great ending. I'm going to go ahead and go play by play here. So the Broncos have the ball. They take a 2-possession lead, and the Titans are able to bounce back. They do score, but the Titans get to stop. We're going to go ahead and jump into this. This is huge. The Titans do have the ball. They need to score here. Wow. Okay, and I did change their uniforms. I made them wear their more classical uniforms, like the Titans are the Oilers. But, yeah, this is what we're looking at, guys. It is a 1 touchdown difference here for the Tennessee Titans. They need to score here. They're almost to the 50. They're past the 50-yard line, actually. My bad. And this is huge right here. This is to go to the Imperialism Championship, the 4th one ever. Warren Moon goes to the right side. He's able to get a completion, but it's not really what you want. You're going to have to go hurry up here. They only get 2 yards out of it. It looks like there's just high management. It is so bad. The AIs do not know how to manage the clock at all. They just let it run down, and it honestly might end up screwing the Titans as Warren Moon gets sacked. I don't think that they're not going to hurry up to the ball. The Broncos have 6 sacks. What is going on? Those blitz packages are going crazy right now. Both teams are 87 overall, so both teams theoretically shouldn't even be here to play for the championship game, but they are. Here we go. Titans, Warren Moon drops the ball. I mean, that's not on Warren Moon at all. That's just a bad. There's about 10 seconds left. They're going to have to heave it up. That's Traylon Burks. Traylon Burks receivers. I highly doubt that. But then again, I did not make these rosters before you guys flame me. So 4th and 20 here. Warren Moon's he's going to have to throw up a moonshot. I mean, no pun intended, but he's actually going to have to throw a Hail Mary, but he's going to get sacked again. Wow. I mean, you got to feel for Warren Moon a little bit there. And none of that was his fault. He had a sack, drop pass, sacked again. And the Broncos take possession as the Denver Broncos are headed to the Imperialism Championship with the NFL Legends version. They are in it. They are in the championship. Let's go ahead. Let's see who wins between the Dolphins and the Panthers. Let's check that one out. Let's see who. What would it be? Las Vegas, I think it is, to take on the Denver. All right, guys, here we go for to go and take on championship. We got the Carolina Panthers and the Miami Dolphins. We are the Dolphins. I have a 3-point lead headed into halftime. We're going to be headed to the 4th quarter here in a second. I did give Dolphins home field advantage. They've completely earned it. The Panthers haven't even played a game. This is the first game the Panthers have played. So I gave the Dolphins home field advantage. They honestly deserved it. And it looks like they might be able to run away with it as they go up by 17. And your Miami Dolphins are going to be taking on the Denver Broncos in not this year. I promise I'll do more videos if you guys want me to. But in the 4th ever Imperialism Championship game. This one was the Legend Edition. Let's go ahead and see which team is going to win the championship. Don't judge me with my headset on. But we got the headset on because I want to listen to this. This is for the championship, the 4th ever Imperialism Championship on my channel, like I said before. Let's go ahead. Let's get this started. We're going to jump forward. by quarter. With this championship game, we got John Elway in here. We've got Dan Marino in here. Dan Marino's never won a championship, so can he win a championship here on my channel? We're about to see here in a second as the Dolphins take a huge lead headed into the half. I'm a Lions fan, so I'm not going to say the game's over. That's probably too soon. Oh, man, I shouldn't have said that. Now it hurts. We are down to the final couple minutes. The Miami Dolphins are going to win. The Miami Dolphins, fourth ever. I'm going to go into the slow watch play, just the ending of it, even though they're already winning by 23. This game is over. I just want to watch the ending. The Miami Dolphins win the fourth ever Imperialism championship. This time, like I said, first times was Legends version. You guys let me know which version you guys want to see me do. I can do so many different ones, and of course I'll do them if you guys want me to. As John Elway gets sacked, making it 4th and 11. Obviously the Broncos have to go for it. John Elway is not happy. He is not happy. Wow, what? That was insane. Jalen Ramsey should have had a pick, but it bounced off his hands. Oh, that's funny. I mean, it doesn't matter anyways, but that was crazy. That's a crazy catch. Tua's not even playing. Why do they keep showing him? 50 seconds. Can they score here to maybe make it look a little closer than it was? Yeah, they can. Demaryius Thomas, man. Rest in peace, Demaryius Thomas, of course. What a play. They are able to score. It's way too late at this point. So, with that being said, there's about 40 seconds left. They're going for the 2-point. Trying to make it a 15-point game. John Elway's, he's going for it. He can just take it himself. They're going to have to get an onside kick, though, to even give themselves a crazy comeback. Here we go, the onside kick. They need to pull this off. I don't think they're going to. It actually wasn't a bad kick, but there's a guy right there. That's going to end the game. The Miami Dolphins, the Imperialism Championship for my 4th one. Hey, we've got a very good, the Patriots have 2. The Dolphins have 1. The Dolphins are going to, Paul Warfield had 160 yards and a touchdown on 7 receptions. That's crazy. Here we go. The kneel down and the championship for the Miami Dolphins. There it was. They don't even have to kneel it anymore. They probably will. One last knee. They don't even need to take it, but they probably will. Take it. And there it is, the Miami Dolphins. Wow. The Miami Dolphins, the champions of the 4th Imperialism video on my channel. Dan Marino picks up his first championship ever. The guy should have had one in real life, if we're being honest, but he didn't. Wow. What an Imperialism video. I had so much fun making this. It was honestly so much easier. I actually have good equipment to make it now. Thank you for sticking with me. If you guys actually watched the other ones, but just tell me, honestly, I know I can see such a huge difference. Some of you guys can see such a difference in quality of making the video. Obviously, I was on a PS4 last time. I was on a PS4. Didn't really have, my microphone wasn't nearly as good. I didn't have, just so much worse, honestly. But without that, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I've learned so much for it, so let me know what you guys think of this video. As always, if you enjoyed, please leave a like button.